Hello, Roku. Hello, YouTube. How are you all doing? My name is Lady Michelle. I am the founder of Timeless Elegant Wellness, Global Wellness. I just wanted to come and do a short introductory of my channel. I am excited. I am excited and kind of want to give you a feel of who I am. I am the founder of WMBT University of Health and Business Training. It's a university, an online university that I started and still working on. But to kind of give you a little bit of background about me, and hopefully that you will subscribe to my channel. This network is a network where I'll be cooking and traveling. I love traveling and I love experiencing different types of foods. I am also a practitioner in lifestyle medicine. I believe in showing my documents because you have a lot of people that they don't want to do that. They talk all this stuff, but this is who I am. You might not can see it that good, but these are my documents. Let me kind of turn this around a bit. These are my documents, and I am real. I am real. I finished up. I went to Yale 3 times through Coursera, and then I went for like 2 years. Trying to put this thing back in. I went 2 years to one of the schools out of the UK, and I'm very excited to be honest with you. You might notice me when I look over in places like that. It's because it's kind of hard for me to really look, and I got this thing looking me in my thing. Oh my goodness! But anyway, to kind of give you a background of who I am, I'm just a normal person. I am not a celebrity. I'm just a normal person. Now I am running for Miss Melbourne Corporate America. That I am. But other than that, I'm just a regular person. I have 2 companies. Well, I have 3, but my main companies is Lady Michelle Natural Beauty and not Shalom, but it's called Shikana Brew Coffee. That's my company. And you can find them all online, shikanabrew.com and Lady Michelle naturalbeauty.com. I have my podcast, which is ranking 50 some thousand downloads. So yeah, that right there is that right there is very exciting. But anyway, to kind of give you all a little brief of who I am a professor as well as a holistic doctor, practitioner, whatever you want to call it. I specialize in lifestyle medicine. And the vision that I have for this channel is to go into different places and learn different foods. Now, you have a lot of people that do a lot of herb cooking. I haven't got to that point yet. Now, I love teas, and come to find out some of the teas that I love is not really teas. So I had to go and order me some loose teas that is really organic. I um I believe in eating healthy. I really do. I believe in eating healthy. I have stage 3 kidney disease. And so Thank God it's not worse. I thank God for that. I thank God for that. It's not worse. We're trying to move it up to stage two, to stage one. Some doctors say it cannot happen, but it can. You just got to know what to do. Um, a lot of times I look at a lot of channels and I see how a lot of the YouTubers, as well as other people, how they sometimes give out misinformation. And as a journalist, yes, I am a journalist. As a journalist, we were taught that if you can't tell the truth, don't tell the truth at all. And that's the truth. Um, I enjoy doing what I do. I really do. And you might hear me say a lot because it's not that I can't speak. It's that, like I say, once again, I have this light. And sometimes it make me forget what I'm saying. But but I am a proud mother of five wonderful daughters. We get along. I mean, every family gonna have their disagreements. Every family gonna have their disagreements. Um, I have a wonderful soon-to-be stepson. Very proud of that. I always wanted a son, so God gave me one. Um, I have 13 grandchildren, maybe 14, because I just had another one. 14 grandchildren and three great grandchildren. And I love them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really love my grandchildren. We all the time don't see eye to eye. And I am from the old breed. So I have to learn to navigate with the new breed. And it's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very difficult. But I'm learning. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm learning. Um, so this show has to deal with a lot of different things. It has to deal, like I said, with families, learn how to get along with families. I don't believe in putting personal business out. And that's the way I was brought up. And even the Bible speaks about that. Some things you don't give all your nuggets. So I'm very private in a lot of things. Um, we're just gonna have a good time on this show. We're just gonna have a good time. Like I said, we're gonna be cooking. Here are some of the things that I will be using when I teach. I believe in teaching on things, the foods and things that we should eat. I look at a lot of Instagram channels, and a lot of them have coming out with some good stuff. Now I can't lie, a lot of them are coming out with some good stuff. I'll be teaching from this sometimes if I'm not traveling, eating the right foods. There is a food pharmacy that is in Los Angeles. And I seen this on University of California's website where the doctors now are trying to get away from the holistic doctors are trying to get away from a lot of the medications and prescribing foods that deals with the illness. Now, me, I specialize in Parkinson's disease because I took care of my mother for 7 years who had Parkinson's disease. And I cannot lie. It wasn't like Michael J. Fox, but I had to learn. Now, I want to put a disclaimer because some things I'm going to say is not going to resonate with you all, but it helped me. She was on medication, and I took a clean offer from medications because the medication that they had her on had her bouncing off of the wall. And it was like I would go in a room And she said, "Look, do you see this?" And I was like, "What in the world?" And I noticed when I would give her that medicine, it's like, "No, mm-mm." So I talked to her doctors. I talked to her doctors, and because the doctors knew me, because we all worked together, I was in the nursing field and we all worked together. They said, "We trust you." So I took her off of her medicine and started using some holistic things. I took her away from meats and started giving her vegetables and vitamins. And one of the two things that really resonated with me was olive oil and coconut oil. I'm not talking about the fake coconut oil. I'm talking about the real coconut oil. I would give her coconut milk. And I tested it. I really tested it because coconut oil works with the brain. And I would test it. And I said, then just let me see how this is. And sure enough, when I wouldn't give her the coconut milk or the coconut oil, she was down. But when I gave her the coconut milk and the coconut oil, she came back to life. So those are the things that I really stress on. I really do. Do I believe in traditional doctors? Yes, I do. Now, I'm not going to lie. Yes, I do. I was, in the state of Florida, they just passed some type of a law that, it's not, you're not required, your children are not required to take shots. And I made a comment, and I had to go back and clear the comment up because I'm a very blunt person. This is who I am. This is who I am. I'm a very blunt person, and sometimes I am very misunderstood. So I made a comment. I said, "Look, when your children started dying and getting sick, don't come on Instagram crying." And a lot of people agree with me, but then a lot of people, and I had to correct that. I said, "I'm not saying that I do not have feelings and compassion, but it is up to the parents to diligently do research. It is up to the parents to, when that doctor say they need a shot, why do they need a shot? Start asking questions. My heart go out to the ones that did die from vaccines. Yes, it did. But when I look at me, and I'm gonna talk about me because the good book says, testify those things that you know. I am a victim of the Hong Kong flu that came out in either 69 or 70, one to two. I was in school, and I'm not that old. I'm in my early 60s. I went to school, and I got deadly sick. And when I got home, my grandmother and my mother, they couldn't figure out what was going on until they took me to the doctor. And they said that I had the Hong Kong flu. And that right there threw me for a loop. I was a young girl. And then I got the mumps, I got measles, all that stuff. So the shots, the vaccines did me some good. But then again, our government, instead, America has enough people here that can create medications that can do all of that. But instead, America go out like into different countries and get that stuff, and that's not good. So I'm going to be teaching on a lot of that stuff as well. Um, Making sure you take your vitamins, good vitamins. Ollie to me is the best. Now I love me some olives. I love me some olives. Ollie's is the best. And no, I am not getting sponsored by them, but I'm sharing with you what I like. I love Ollie's. They are good. Um, Once again, I don't like saying but because it's light. The formula that they have is all natural, and that's what I love. Green teas. Matter of fact, something simple as lemon water. My daughter lives in Denver, and the whole time that COVID was trying to come up, and I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Are you taking a shot?" She said, "No, ma'am." She said, "I am just using lemon water. In the morning times, I get up and drink me a hot lemon water." And that reminded me when I was a little girl. Because when I was a little girl, my grandmother and them used to make hot lemon stew. Lemons deals with the immune system. So I feel this is the way I feel. Keep your children clean. Keep your children not from other children, but kind of watch it. Make sure if your children come home sick, make sure you hop on it right then and there. Don't wait till it get out of hand. Don't wait till it get out of hand. If you see something like a crazy fever, get that child to the hospital. I've learned something with pain management. And what I've learned is this: if you catch that pain when it's beginning to start, if you do it right, you can knock it out. But if you wait till that pain gets to a level of 5, 6, and 7, you're going to have a hard time trying to calm that pain down. A hard time. So, yeah, get that child to the hospital. Don't wait till that child get that fever and run all over the place. So, I'm very excited about my show. Like I say, my show is based on traveling. I'm going to be cooking here at home until my funds get up to where I can travel. And I'm one of my destinations that I'm really looking forward to going to, and that is Greece, Mediterranean. Oh my God, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting a nice hotel that has a kitchen in it and just start cooking. Then I'm gonna move to Africa. I am a descendant of Nigeria. My tribe is the Igbo tribe, and I want to go try that jalapeno rice. So I'm on my way there. Different parts, even America. I want to go. I want to see, because if we tone our food down and stop depending on these other places that makes our food and put all that sodium and stuff in, if we once grip that, we okay. I was looking at a video on last night where that they don't allow companies to come in. They allow the locals to cook. And this is the way that America need to be. America needs to be like they need to say, you know what I'm saying? We don't want y'all stuff. We want our people to be healthy. Let's bring in a class for the locals, and let's see what we can do. Colorado. Oh my God, I love me some Colorado. Colorado, if you listening, I love y'all. Natural. Boulder, Denver. I want to go up into the Aspen. All those places. And from what I understood, Boulder is the healthiest city in Colorado. That's what I heard. It doesn't mean it's true. That's what I heard. So these are some of the outlines that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing on guests. And these are some of the outlines that we're going to be doing. So once again, thank you. And even for my YouTube channel, you all going to be seeing me a little bit more often. So start the YouTube, start drawing. And once again, thank you so very much. for listening at my channel, and I look forward to seeing you all. Be blessed.